It's the flyby of all the projects. So Live Oak gets done from Helm to the dead end. That's Live Oak, and then Jill gets done as well. Of course, that's Vonda. This portion of Vonda's already been done.
Yeah.
So we're going to finish up Vonda. And Joyce and West will get repaved. And Waco gets repaved.
That's a straight street, isn't it? So is that one.
South Davis. That's from Kyle all the way to Lee. South Moore from Tate to Barbara gets repaved. League Street, that's interesting because League Street, we've come full circle. This is one of the first projects we repaid. And it's been almost 20 years now.
Yeah, that thing, man, that has a lot of water breaks.
Yeah. That's Carter Street we were looking at there.
Okay.
And then Woodlawn Street gets repaid as well.
Just a little bit about how you determine how a street makes this list.
There's a lot of factors that go into it. And one of the things that is important to note is that a street on the summer paving program gets a new layer of asphalt, typically 2.5 inches thick. And people tend to think that the road has been redone, but in fact, that's not true. 80% of the road lies beneath the asphalt. The important part of the road lies beneath the asphalt. It's the subbase material that's below it. And so if we have a road that is so far gone that it's obvious we've lost the subbase, we see waviness in the road. We know that it's too far gone. We're not going to put it on the summer paving program. We're going to save it for a rebuild. For example, the rest of Southmore is going to get some utility work and essentially a rebuild after that. So if we have a road where we simply have a lot of cracked asphalt, perhaps we have a few potholes, but the problem is cracking. Typically that means that while we're losing the surface, we've still got pretty good base material underneath it, and so we will put a layer of asphalt over the top of it. And that, while it gives everybody a new driving surface and looks, feels, and smells like a new road, actually what it does is it just extends the life of the old road another 12, 15 years. When we build a street, we figure that it has a 40-year life, but that we're going to have to put fresh asphalt on it once or twice during that life, probably twice. And so we're careful to not pick a road that needs to be rebuilt. We're also careful to pick a road that we're not going to have to dig up and put a new water line or sewer line in it soon. So whatever's left over, we start picking and choosing, and we try to pick in various areas around the community so that we don't get all the work done in one neighborhood while everybody else gets nothing done. So it's a lot of moving parts that go into the decision.
Was this something you started when you came here, a specific program to address certain streets every year?
Yeah, the capital improvement program is a program I started the year after I got here. At the time, there had been capital improvement programs in the past. There hadn't been one in some time. And so we instituted the program shortly thereafter. And we started very humbly. Our first water line replacement program was $66,000, I think, and we bested that by an order of magnitude. In fact, more to this date. And still, we need to be doing more. It's a simple matter of math. We have 80 miles of streets in town. If they last 40 years, we should rebuild 2 miles every year. We're not. We're doing about half of that. But we're doing that and all of these other measures as we go, and we're doing a little bit more each time the 5-year program renews. We take another bite at the apple and expand the program. Eventually, we'll get to the point where we need to be. We're just not there yet.
You looked a while ago at a demonstration on your screen that shows the progress that you made. You like to look at that from time to time.
Well, and it's startling really to see how much work has actually been done over the years. 20 years, 10 projects at a time adds up to a lot of projects. But still, we have so much more that needs to be done. And the question, is, I get asked often, well, when do you think the wave of growth is going to hit us that's coming out? It has passed through Rockwall and is hitting Fate and Royce City and starting to show up a little bit in Greenville. When is that going to hit us? And I don't know. But to me, the bigger question is, are we going to be ready? Will we have the infrastructure to handle that onslaught of growth whenever it does happen? And were it to happen today, we would not be ready.